Hello, guys and girls and everyone else. I am back for now. I know I've been away for a while and I kind of put an update out on the community tab on my channel, but I did want to kind of talk to you guys, I guess, kind of face to face and kind of explain where I've been, what's been going on, all that kind of stuff. This would just be kind of a little bit of an update video more so than anything. I have like a list right here, so I want to go over all that. So firstly, I started a new job. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was roughly around July or August, and I was going to training for that for a few weeks. I believe it was about like 6. And so all of my kind of dedication and time was going to that because I really wanted to do great at this job. After that 6 weeks, maybe like 5 or so, from the 5 weeks onward, I have been working a copious amount of overtime, anywhere from, 10 hours to sometimes working like 15, 16 hours a day, every day for weeks up until pretty much this point. And so with that, obviously a lot of my time has gone to work and not towards creating and on my computer at all. And I do want to apologize for that, just because I kind of disappeared without saying really anything. And since we do kind of have a little bit of a community here, I probably should have done that. I do feel kind of bad, but the energy levels went from like here to here every day by the time I'm off work. So I don't really want to write up a script that takes 3 hours or record for an hour and a half or what have you. That's kind of where I've been mainly for everything. I haven't really gone out to see friends much. I haven't really done anything creatively when it comes to photo or video work, and so it's just been work nonstop every day, and weekends are dedicated to either doing nothing or maybe seeing the occasional friend for a few hours and then going home to, do nothing again, because I'm just so tired all the time. Secondly, I do want to touch on Japan. I think I mentioned in the community tab that I was going 3 days ago roughly, and I actually was going to Japan. And it's a whole long story. I can try to explain it here, but I don't think I'll do as good of a job as what I did on social media. But basically, I had gone to Japan earlier this year, and my passport has some burn marks on it, and I kind of realized what it was, that it was burn marks, because on the passport, well, if you can see like up here, I had a really big candle for a while, and my passport would like stand right here, and I guess over time, from the candle being on, it like residually burned onto the passport, and that has been on there for what I would assume is like for a while. So when I first went to Japan in the beginning of this year, it had those burn marks. Went to Japan, came back, had absolutely no issues. No one mentioned anything about the passport whatsoever. Come 2 or 3 days ago, I'm flying Air Canada. They had essentially, I had flown through them from where I live in Arizona to Vancouver, and from Vancouver it was going to be Air Canada to Japan. And so I got through Sky Harbor, no issues, no words, no one said anything. Get to Vancouver, no one said anything about the passport, no one mentioned anything about it being an issue, whatever. So I sit in the Vancouver airport for about 15 hours because I had a 12 or 13 hour layover, and come boarding, I am in line, and the person who is checking everybody's identification causes a scene, looks at my passport, and essentially says, "You can't go on, this isn't allowed. We'll figure this all out. We'll call baggage claims or customs or whatever. They'll take you away so you can figure it out." So I'm sitting there an extra 2 hours. It felt like, I think it might have been like an hour. And so I'm scrambling. I'm calling my parents. I'm calling my friends out in Japan, letting them know, hey, I most likely can't come to this trip because one person doesn't want me to go. They're figuring it all out. They call me up and they say, hey, your bags are down that way. And so I'm like lost in this airport because they initially told me, we'll take you down there because, obviously you're not supposed to be here, whatever it is, security, blah, blah, blah. So I'm walking, go to my bags. I'm like asking people all these questions about like, what's going on? What do I do? Can I still go? Here's my passport, look at it. And everyone from TSA to the police in the airport to check-in to customs, every single person that I talked to was like, no, this is fine. Especially because you got this far with no issues. You got this far, so it's obviously okay to use. And so this whole time, I'm like very annoyed. And mind you, this trip cost me $1,600. I don't know the exact number, 15, 39, 80 something or whatever, $1,600 basically. And as I'm going through this process, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I need to do to get home, because I paid $1,600 for this ticket a few weeks ago, and now a ticket home day of was another $1,600, and I wasn't trying to pay all that. So I get on the phone with reservations, tell them the situation. They're trying to figure it out. It's another hour or two on the phone, and the guy lets me know, hey, we're gonna transfer these funds for you to get home, and it'll be okay for you to get home, but like that's it. And in my mind, obviously, I'm just like, I need to get home, right? Like, I'm not going to come out of pocket to go home. I might as well just make this happen so I can be home and not in this foreign country that I'm completely, like, clueless to. So I did that, left, like, a couple hours earlier, and now I am home. I am home now. Very upset about it, very sad, because I had a lot of things planned with so many friends out there. And I was so excited to get into doing photography and video work and stuff again, because I haven't been able to do that, or really wanted to where I live, because there's really nothing for me to do here, at least for me personally. And so I was super excited. A lot of the plans that I had with these friends were like limited time, like it can only be done between this time, certain time frame. So now if I want to do them, I have to wait a whole another year to do that, which is fine because I plan to go out there pretty regularly. But yeah, so I'm kind of figuring all this out. I'm trying to get a refund because obviously the passport issue is my fault. But having gone so far with this trip, pretty much making it halfway with no problems, is what I believe Air Canada's fault/issue, just because they shouldn't have let me go in the first place and wasted all my time. They should have stopped me at Sky Harbor and said, hey, you can't use this, cancel your flight, try it again when you get a new passport. That's what my brain is saying. So basically I spent $1,600 to fly to Vancouver for what felt like a week, or it was like 20 hours or something, and then come home. That's what I paid $1,500 for. Super terrible situation, very annoying, wasted so many people's time, wasted my time. And I was kind of sitting here wondering, like, what is this feeling that I'm feeling? And I've kind of figured it out, and it kind of came down to two things, where it's one, I genuinely feel like I wasted my time during this process, because I value my time so much, and I hate feeling like I wasted it. And that's genuinely what it feels like right now. I wasted 2 days of just nothing, and terrible experiences, like sleeping on these benches and like just all around terrible. And two, I feel like for the first time in my life in a while, things didn't go the way I had wanted them to. Because I would say for the last year, life has been great. I would say like the last year and a half. Also, if you haven't noticed, I've been getting a lot more tattoos as well. Like I'm doing my fingers. I'm finishing my fingers soon. I'm doing my left. I'm blacking out my right arm, not my left. Right now it's pretty much up to my elbow, and then I'm going to fill out more. I'm going to do like an actual thing up here soon. It's been great. Life's been good overall. I really can't complain about much, except for right now with with my trip to Japan. But yeah, I mean, things are good overall, so I don't want you guys to worry. I hope you weren't worrying at all. If you were, I'm sorry, but I'm fine. I'm still here. I just everything's going great. I feel like nothing can stop me, and then all of a sudden the moment comes for like my big trip, and it's just not happening. So that really sucked. I was super excited to kind of show you guys and show you pictures and kind of do things with you out there for YouTube and stuff, but it's gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, I'm gonna buy a new passport, and I plan to go sometime in late January or February. Since I did use 2 days of my time off at work, I gotta earn that back, so I'm gonna try and do that within the next month or two. Still gonna do stuff for you guys out there, try and make something interesting or another cool little vlog video. I was super excited to spend New Year's out there, but I'm gonna do it here, probably do nothing because I don't really care. It brings me pretty much to the third thing that I want to talk about, and that kind of that involves the channel. And for the longest time, I've wanted to do YouTube and make it a thing, make it something that I can do for fun on the side and have fun, with the hopes of maybe having it become something more in the future. And I still have that drive, I still have that want, because overall I do just want to kind of create content for a living, whether that is with photo work, camera work, whatever it might be, as well as stuff like this. So I am gonna do stuff with YouTube again in the future. Right now, it's a difficult just because, again, I do work a lot of overtime. So I might hire someone to do that for like a video once a month or twice a month or something, to just to kind of help me with the process, because work is a lot. I will be making videos again. That is like a for sure thing. But when I first started YouTube, I wanted to create a channel that it was for everybody. I didn't necessarily want to be like this documentary type of channel with just like script and, you know, reading about crime and stuff. As much as I love the darker things in life and want to talk about it and research it more, the crux of this channel was to not only explore that realm of things, but to also, you know, enjoy video games again, because I really like playing video games, but I haven't been able to do that recently, or really just enjoy video games at all. So I feel like if I'm able to do that again on the channel, or like on Twitch or whatever it might be, it would kind of reignite that love that I have for playing video games. Well, you might start seeing things like that trickle in, because again, I want this to be just like an amalgamation of things that I enjoy, whether it's true crime, you know, weird conspiracy stuff, gaming, commentary stuff with you guys reacting, or like live streams, whatever it is. I do want to put it on this channel. Now I know some of you guys only are here for the commentary stuff. Some of you enjoy just like me as a person, which is super cool. Overall, gonna be doing YouTube again. Gonna be kind of a slow transition back into it for right now. I just wanted to get this video out there because it has been a little bit, and I do miss you guys, and I feel bad that I didn't say anything. But yeah, if you have any suggestions about anything, again, if you want me to research something or talk about something or play a certain game or react to something, anything it is, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I wanted to say, just to give you an update on where my life is and where things are going, and, you know, how things are. But yeah, I miss you guys. I will be back very soon. I hope to be able to push out content to the extent I was doing before, if not more. That's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for listening, and I hope you all have a great new year. Be safe and stay hydrated, and I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.